Welcome to the CTO check-in. As you know, we are at the Urban Film Festival. This is day 3. Unfortunately, it's about to end. I don't want it to end. And I'm here with a filmmaker. Oh, babies want to come in too. I'm here with a filmmaker and some actors. So I'm going to pass the mic and let them know your names.
Hello, my name is Ricky Perez. I played Alex in A Football Story.
Hello, my name is Vasisth Sukul. I directed, produced, wrote some of those co's, and then acted as well in A Football Story.
I'm Raghu Sukul, and my role in the film was a goalkeeper and known as Om.
Okay, so the first thing I want to say is I love the look because we got to tell the truth now. Sometimes when it comes to film, it's either hit or miss. You know, you might have want to throw that scene in there and the lighting off or, the angle off. I'm going to say that I like the angles. Everything was, I don't even think I saw a jump cut. So I see that you really take it serious. How long did it take you to do that? Because it wasn't that long.
So the origination of writing it started, and I date my folders on my computer, so it started on March 3rd, 2024. I started writing the script for a grant, the Third Horizon grant. And then I needed a script for that grant, so I wrote it. And grants take a while to get back, but the summer of 2024 felt like the perfect time to film it because I had free time with my job. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it, grant or no grant. We're going to make this happen. So wrote it in March, filmed it in July, and then we had it edited by November for film festival deadline. So we turned it around in about 6 months or so. But, with a lot of heart, right? I mean, we follow a level of professionalism, I think, when we make things. And so that's why we want to make sure, like, if I show it to my mom, I want her to enjoy watching it and not have to pretend and say that she likes it when she doesn't, right?
That was pretty fast. A lot of people usually say 2 years, 3 years. So that was pretty fast. Shout out to y'all for that. So I want to get into the actors a little bit. Your dad is actually in the movie. So how did you feel when he asked you to be in the movie?
Well, actually, it was challenging, right? Because I'm dad, and now my son is being my dad as a director in the movie. But it was fun, and I loved supporting him. So as being a parent, so helping him doing this, and for him becoming more successful, the more he makes, will make us very proud. Me and my wife and the rest of the family.
Okay, we love to keep it in the family. I love to see that. And I got to come to this other actor. Listen, when you see this film, just be ready for him. So your character is loud from the beginning.
Yeah.
You literally catch people's attention. When you came across this role, did you know you were ready or did you have to really practice?
Yeah, no, I saw it. I felt like I could. It was an extension of myself, a character I've seen online, and I was like, I could do this. I could bring this character to life. And I auditioned. Great experience through ImagineX movies as well, and I felt like I killed it. And for actors out there, it took 2 weeks before I got any result back, and I felt, like I said, I felt like I killed it. There was a time there where I was second guessing myself. And after I got the call back and, they told me how much they loved me, how much they wanted to see me in the movie, and they just needed time to, interview other people, I knew I could bring their character Alex to life. So I, did my best to do that. And they gave me a lot of great opportunities and lines to do so for sure.
Well, I can tell you, you killed it because you're memorable. As soon as I saw you, I said, "Oh." I'm not gonna tell you why I saw it because you gotta watch it, but you did that. So let's break this down a little bit. I liked how you put the discrimination in there and how your main character reacted. Because when it comes to that, you usually see people going crazy. So why did you make your character do that? Like go that route about discrimination?
So it's unfortunate because we live in a world where that happens, and that happens to me. It happens to my dad. I'm sure it happens to Ricky as well, And I think you can let things affect you in a negative way that ruins your day, your week, your month, or you can take it in stride and do your thing and in the story beat them, right? Because when you succeed in the face of racists, that's the biggest F you can ever give them, right? It's better than cursing at them or anything else. So that's why we went in that direction. I felt like it was the most empowering way for me as well to process it, because it was also a moment that happened to me about like 6 months before writing it, and I thought to myself, how could I handle that better? And I wrote a story about a better way to handle it. Score goals. Yeah.
Okay, that's really inspired by a true story. So I want you guys to give some motivation to the actors, the filmmakers, or just anybody that wants to be in this entertainment field. What encouragement words would you give to them?
Love failure. Fall in love with failure. Use it as a way to guide you into your next failure, and then you'll succeed. Because you're just one failure away from succession. It is t- failure is a lot more rewarding than not doing anything, honestly. So yeah, just keep cliche, keep trying. It's honestly the best thing. It'll best for your soul too.
Kind of goes in line with what he said, but keep making things. The only way that you can get better is if you keep making and you keep creating. God knows the things that I was making 10 years ago weren't nearly as good as the things I'm making now, and the things I made 2 months ago isn't as good as the thing now, right? Like, it just continues to get better if you give yourself those at bats. Don't wait for other people. Applying to grants and stuff is great, but don't let it stop you from making the thing that you have to make, right? Because then you can get better.
So I will chime into what they both said, but I'm gonna add some another dimension to it, right? You learn, and the metaphor of the movie was also, sports brings us together. You get these things that happen to you, you learn from it, and you project how you can deal with it, right? As he stated, hey, there's other ways of dealing with things that we experience on a regular basis. I will not say daily, but on a regular basis. Especially if you're not part of the main society, you will feel the effect of it. As the message was there, but through sport, culturally, from a Dutch perspective, football story. Football spelled the Dutch way. So he's projecting a culture and also bringing us together to send a message.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the film. Hopefully, you all get to see it. And thank you guys so much for just being on the CTO check-in. Oh, but let me throw something in before we leave. Me and my husband like to eat, so if you want an extra in the background, me and my husband need to be at the table. You gonna let us be in it?
Perfect, perfect. I love food scenes.
Thank you.